Determination, drive, and determination. That's what we're talking about today, guys. Drive and determination. Let me see. Right here. Right here. Yeah, right there. Drive and determination. What drives you? What drives a person to keep going and going and going? Some people might think that it's a little bit, I guess, insane, right? And it could be, but it's something within a person that makes a person keep going no matter what. No matter what the results are, no matter what the circumstance is, right? You just keep going. And we're going to get into a story today, a little story time. And I'm a I'm a intertwine the topic and the story together. QJ, welcome to the chat. I love whenever you come into the chat. Okay, just want to let you know that. So, drive and determination, and having that drive, determination is a drive. Okay, because you have to be determined. You got to want to do something. First of all, you have to want to do something. Inside of you has to want to do something. And the determination, right? Which is, I feel like it's the same thing. Uh, it's basically the action, okay? Because you got to put action forth. I've always had different thoughts in my head. Of course, you have positive thoughts and you have negative thoughts in your head, and you always battle that. Like we as people, we're going to battle um, positive and negative thoughts, okay? But it's important for us to get through all of these thoughts. It's important for us to get through hard times, the obstacles, and no matter what's going on, you have to keep going. All right? You have to keep going. There's so many people who stop and they quit because something is not going the exact way that they imagined. Guys, when things get harder, that's when you should push even harder. When times get rough, that means you go harder, right? And some people will be like, well, it's easier said than done. Well, that might be right, but what are you doing, right? What are you doing to accomplish your goals? All right? What are you doing? Mike, welcome to the chat. What are you doing to accomplish your goals? What are you doing to change the way your life is right now? Okay? Appreciate it, Mike. What are you doing? Because a lot of us we're not doing anything and we just make excuses. That's what I was doing. I was doing that the whole entire time, just making excuses. Man, I can't do this because this. I can't do that because man, nobody wants to hear that shit. Let's just be honest. Nobody wants to hear that. You know why? Because it's somebody else around your age or you're older that wants it, and they're where they want to be at in life. You have to have that drive and determination to keep going, to accomplish those goals, to accomplish those plans that you have set forth. There's no room for excuses. There's no room for, I ain't gonna say mistakes because mistakes is what make you better, but it's no room for excuses. It's only room for bettering yourself, right? It's only room for determination, what you're trying to do. Okay? You can do it, but you gotta stop the excuses. I'm trying to be nice to people and letting them do more stuff. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. As long as you feel like you're not being taken advantage of, I feel like it's nothing wrong with that. Especially if you're a naturally mean person. Like if you're a naturally aggressive person, I definitely can understand where you're coming from. All right. to subscribe to your channel. Appreciate that, Mike. We look every day. I'm on here. I'm uploading podcasts. We doing live broadcasts, and we just talking about different topics to help us and to motivate us, not just us, but others as well. So that's why I say us as the community, the 10-minute event community, right? Literally, this community is going to be major one day. Yeah, I don't know when, I don't know the time, but all it takes is that one podcast. It only takes that one live, and boom, we're here. But getting back to drive and determination, nobody wants to hear your excuses. Nobody wants to hear why this or why that. People want things done. People want it right then and there. All right? I'm a barber, right? And that's what I do full time. So I still have my barbering jacket on. And today when I was picking up my son from school, I mean, it seems like everything was happening. I got home late for my cut from my cut this morning. After I got home from my cut, which took, I mean, it took longer than I thought it was going to take, which is okay because I still did a great job. I got home around like 11. No, I got home at 12:10. All right, I got home at 12:10. Now, mind you, I have to pick up my son by 2 o'clock, 2:15. Really, I have to be in line by no later than 2:01, 2:02, and that's even pushing it. But anyway, I come home. I have a little bit of time. I lay on my bed just for a little bit because basically yesterday I had a 24-hour day, and my eyes are burning now. But bump all that. Let me get back to the story. So I get back home, and I have a little bit of time just to lay down. And while I'm laying down, I'm scrolling just a little bit. But I'm not just scrolling on other people's content. I'm looking at my content and seeing what I can do to post uh, or repost one of my videos different with different wording. So I'm looking at my time, and time is just going boom, boom, boom. It's going fast. And before you know it, it's 12:40. And I told myself at 12:45, I'm going to go ahead and stop what I'm doing and work out. 12:45 come, I'm still doing what I'm doing, right? So time is passing by. It's still passing by. And before you know it, it's 12:50 something. I said, okay, let me go ahead and get up. Um, because nobody's calling me now. I was supposed to be getting my gas turned on, but nobody's calling me. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and work out. So I get my stuff ready and I work out. I got everything done in 21 minutes today. After that, I immediately went to the shower, took a shower, had my phone with me just in case the gas company called because I'm supposed to be getting my gas turned on today. The gas company still didn't call. So I was a little bit down about that. I'm not even gonna lie, that like really dampened my spirit a little bit. So as soon as I'm getting ready to leave the house, guess who calls? The gas company. So they asked me, "Hey, sir, at will you be at the house in 20, 30 minutes?" I was like, to be honest with you, no, because I have to pick up my son from school. I was like, is there any way you can get here in the next 10 minutes? Now, mind you, it's already 2:51. Should be not 2:51, but 1:51. I should already be out the house. I should be in the car getting ready to get my son. But I'm not. It was like, yes, we can be there. So 10 minutes exactly, bro pulled up. He asked me where my heat was. I said, everything's outside. He was like, oh, you can go get your son. Cool. So I went ahead, went to the school, and my whole plan was to come back home and fix him like a little sandwich and everything because I knew I was going to be at the barbershop for a little minute, but I didn't have time to do that. You know why? Because once I got to the school, oh, nah, it's all good. It's all good, Mike. Keep listening to the story. As soon as I get to the school, I get in the pickup line, and I got a pretty nice spot in line. I turn the car off like I always do because I'm respecting the environment. I don't want emissions to be just messing up the environment. So as soon as it's time to go, right, all the cars are starting to move. I turn the car. I turn on the car. I put the key in the ignition, and guess what? Battery died right then and there. So luckily for me, I already had the window down. I'm letting all the parents go. Like, go ahead, go, 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 go. So right then and there, I started thinking. I started immediately thinking, what do I need to do? Who I'm going to call? I had one person in mind who I was going to call. All right. I said, all right. So how do you find the stream? I had one person in mind, and I knew who I was going to call. Right. But I didn't call because as soon as I was getting out the car to get my son, his teacher was walking him to the car, and she was like, "Is everything all right?" I was like, "I ain't even gonna lie, everything's okay, but my battery just went out." She was like, "Hold on, let me get see if somebody can give you a jump." So right there, I'm in my car. Another father that I always see, excuse me, another father I always see dropping off his son to school, right? His kids to school. Asked me, "Hey man, everything's okay?" I was like, "Yeah, everything's okay except my battery dead." He was like, "I got you. Um, I'll give you a jump." So he parks behind me, and I'm like, "Well, I'm like, how you gonna give me a jump? You need to be in front of me." Well, he got the new wireless battery chargers where all you have to do is hook it up on the battery and press the on button, and you good. So he let me use his little wireless battery charger, which is genius, and I'm gonna get some especially for Christmas. And the car started. I already knew what it was, so immediately I went to AutoZone to get a new battery. So I went, I got a new battery, and they installed it for me. I tipped the man like $20 and everything just because he installed it for me. And he didn't have to, but I mean it's a part of their job. But I know how service is, so he was like, "Sir, you don't have to do that." I said, "Nah, I really do. I just appreciate it." So I went ahead and did that, and I headed straight to the barbershop. Now, all in the midst, right? All in the midst of that, my little shorty, she was texting me and everything. Is everything okay? You need me to come get you and everything? And that was so nice of her. And I wasn't even thinking about calling her first. That's the crazy thing. I wasn't even thinking about calling her first, but she was ready to come and get me. All right. She was ready. So, shout out to my little shorty, right? So after I finish doing that, I'm headed straight to the barbershop. And I get there. I get there in time. I got there in time enough to go to the Walmart, get me a little snack, and go to the barbershop. I'm telling you all this because the whole entire time, everything was getting thrown at my way. Everything, boom, getting thrown there. What's something else I can throw without hurting myself? Boom, everything was getting thrown at my way. Like everything was getting thrown at my way constantly, nonstop. Boom, everything was just getting thrown at my way. All right, and dodging, I'm getting out the way. But I was determined. I was determined. All right. I had to drive, but I was determined and I got through it. I still got to the barbershop at a respectable time. Yeah, I wasn't planning to spend $207 for a new battery today. I wasn't. I just finished paying $225 for my booth rent. Okay? And then yesterday I paid $240 for my gas bill. All right. I wasn't ready for that. But I was determined. I was determined to get to the barbershop and get those heads in and out the way. And the tip that I got, that I was giving the guy, I got it back in my haircuts. All right. People was giving me tips. All right. And I told him, man, I said, yeah, it's cool. Anytime I tip people, I immediately get it back. And I immediately got it back. And not only that, I had more people um, making appointments for tomorrow for haircuts. So everything worked out good. It was looking gloomy, but everything worked out good, guys. Everything worked out good. I got my heat on, all right? I got a new battery for the car. I got more clients for tomorrow. Like everything turned out, but you have to be determined. You have to have that drive. You have to want it, okay? You gotta, it sounds like you have a lot of stuff you have to do. I do, Mike. I have a lot of stuff I have to do. So, like I tell people, it's no excuse. People don't want to hear excuses. They just want to know, can you do it or you can't do it? Amazing. And God be moving more than we know. Yeah, appreciate it, QJ. Um, but yeah, so everything worked out. Everything worked out really good. And like I say, I refuse to complain. Everything is not where it's supposed to be yet. It's not, but it's better. Okay. I got my heat works now. I'm not even going to turn it on. I just wanted to make sure that my heat was on because I knew it was going to be cold this weekend. So I'm not going to turn it on right now because it's not that cold in the house. It's like 65 degrees in the house, and that's cool. That's decent, right? You kept your head high today too. Not defeated. Definitely, definitely. At least you got everything done at the end. Yeah. And I got everything done at the end. That's what I'm talking about, having the drive, having the determination. No matter what happens, it's going to be a lot of stuff, guys. It's boom, thrown your way. Boom, thrown your way. Boom, thrown your way. Boom. What are you going to do? You're going to let it hit you in your face? You're going to let it run you over? You're going to let it stop you? Or you're going to keep going? You got to let things happen the way they happen, and you got to keep going. I'm not going to stop. I cannot stop, guys. All right. There's no way I can. But you got to have that drive and determination. And in life, it's going to be a lot of obstacles. It's going to be a lot of trials, tribulations, and you have to get through it no matter what. All right. No matter what, guys. Do you have that drive? Do you have that determination? Huh? Do you? Just ask that to yourself. All right. And if you don't have that drive and determination, like I always say, do some research. Find some mentors, whether it be virtual, whether it be physical. Find people that's already where you want to be and ask them questions. All right? Ask them questions. Ask them to coach you. Ask them to help you. That's the only way that you can get better. Now, you can get better the hard way, and that's bumping your head against the wall over and over and over and over and over and over again, but that's going to hurt. It's going to slow you down, right? Or I'm not gonna say it's the cheat code, or you can find somebody that's already there where you want to be and take instructions from them. That drive and determination is serious, guys. It's serious, all right? And my job, everybody asks me to do the stuff. Oh wow. So it's a lot on your plate when it comes to responsibilities. Okay. Well, Mike, this is the best thing. This is the best advice that I ain't gonna say the best advice, but this is some advice that I would give you, right? The first thing I would do, I would talk to some of those people that's asking you to do everything, okay? And just have a one-on-one conversation with them and let them know how it makes you feel whenever they ask you to do stuff for them, all right? Now, if they're not doing the things back in return for you, that's something that you might just want to overthink. I'm not overthink, but think about it because it should be a equal it should be an equal friendship, an equal workship whenever if you're doing a task for somebody, somebody should be able to do the same task for you. Okay? And if not, they should be able to return the favor in some type of manner, okay? So just think about that. I don't know everything in the world, but I know that will give you more of a peace of mind and it won't drain you as much. Okay? It won't drain you. It just sounds like sometimes you're drained. And you don't want to be drained. And if you are going to be drained, right, you want to be drained of your own work. Yeah. Yep. And like I said, that's a suggestion. I have more little hacks and everything, but having that conversation one on one definitely works miracles and works wonders. Now you can be on the same page as that individual. Anytime you call people out in in front of other people, now people feel like they have to save their face and they have to show off. We not trying to even get to there. We're not trying to get that. QJ, appreciate it. Guys, I have to go. I have another channel I have to get to. And then after that, guys, I ain't going to say I'm done for the night, but I'm going to be sitting down. I have my keyboard practice, but honestly, I think I'm going to have to let that go for tonight, just for tonight, and work extra hard on it tomorrow. My dad just died last week. Oh, my condolences, my boy. My condolences on that. A moment of silence for Mike's dad. All right. Moment of silence for Mike's dad. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. My condolences again, Mike. So I already know that's a little bit tough for you, especially mentally. This is something that should be brought up whenever you're talking to those other individuals, because that's definitely that's that hits heavy, you know. What's your next channel? Cause I'm gonna watch it. My next channel is my music channel. Philip Randolph. That's my next channel, and I'm just talking about my music on that channel. But I got so many different channels though, Mike. I'll send a link in this channel probably maybe a little bit later on tonight. But I do have to go, guys. I've been on this channel for a little bit too long. It's already 10:20, so I'm not gonna be able to take too much time on my music channel. But I'm glad that everybody did tune in. I appreciate your listening ears. I appreciate your eyes. I appreciate your participation, and I appreciate the comments. Okay. I never take y'all for granted. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so you can stay notified if you're new to the channel. And until the next time, stay blessed, stay motivated, stay determined, stay focused, and I'm out.